Important toss to win. Later on, when we show you those cracks, it'll indicate that there'll be some work there for the spinners as the game goes on. So those are the teams, and there is a spinner in the England side. Ian Salisbury makes his Test match debut. Devon Malcolm comes back into the side. The other bowlers, Philip de Freitas and Chris Lewis and Ian Botham, with Graham Hicks off spin there we saw at Edgbaston. Pakistan, well, they have their full complement of bowlers in. They have Aqib Javed at the bottom and Waqar Yunus. They have Mushtaq, the leg spinner, and Wasim Akram, the left-arm pace bowler, is in after surviving fitness tests and bowling so well in the last couple of county games. Barry Duddleston and John Hampshire are the two umpires, just to confirm that England won the toss and are batting. It's Wasim Akram we see first of all now, and he's bowling to Alex Stewart. It's the fourth ball of the third over, with 4 runs on the board, but Alex Stewart is not yet off the mark.
Another testing time for John Hampshire to start a test match, I must say, as umpire in the face of the appeals. And is Aqib Javed. No ball called, and beautifully struck away by Gooch. Devon Malcolm back in the England side, and Ian Salisbury, a first Test match cap for him. Chris Lewis also in the 11. Nice little tickle.
That's a complaint from the bowler to the umpire. Not happy with it.
Very often they go out of shape, but that didn't look to be the problem. They appear to be looking at one side of the ball and are happy to change it.
Beautifully played.
A model defensive stroke really to start with, right back, not half back. But then sensing that it was worth following through, he gave it a real clip through the covers.
Well, this was the stroke of the morning so far. Onto his back foot early, good length delivery. Just a solid defensive shot, but he timed it to perfection. Really flashing away to the cover bound.
That is a glorious shot. Shots like this which Stewart showed at Edgbaston, and he really does time them beautifully. Again, nicely timed. Doesn't it run quickly? Waqar Yunus' first delivery. Racing away down the slope. That's how to strike the bowler with the best strike rate. Fine shot.
Stewart in good touch again, even though he's being outdistanced by Gooch this morning, and the 50 up for England. An absolute cracker of a shot. He put a bit more into that one, and so did Graham Gooch. And the runs coming steadily now. These are the two strike bowlers, the two hitmen for Pakistan.
after an 80-minute spell, Wasim Akram has been rested, and now Aqib Javed bowling from the pavilion end. He will try and see if he can undo this partnership. Pakistan certainly needs it, because both these batsmen are growing more confident as the game is progressing.
Simply flashed off the back. Stewart has this habit of angling the blade, sometimes gets him into trouble.
So far, I mean, these three fast bowlers.
Safely away from another boundary. Anything beating the field here this morning has just raced away to the boundary rope.
Well, Mushtaq Ahmed, first ball of spin in the match, and one slip and one silly. Look at that for lovely footwork. The footwork that made the stroke.
Yes, we saw in the one-day internationals that Alex Stewart was very quick on his feet. I don't think there's a player in the country any quicker in getting down to the spinners. And that was a perfect example. He got right down there, lovely follow-through, left arm high, and the perfect result, 4 runs. Fine shot.
Well, that's the 100. And it's the 17th boundary. 68 out of 103 in fours. And that's indicative of the quick outfield, the attacking fields that have been set, and also some great stroke play from both Gooch and Stewart.
This is Wakar Yunus, and he's bowling to Graham Gooch. And curious gesture. Very much a warm-up delivery. And the England captain warmed it up a little more. That's a better shot. Successive boundaries. The first one was the warm-up delivery. That one was much quicker. And Gooch played the most wonderful short-arm stroke. A wonderful stroke from Gooch. He's hit 3 boundaries since lunch, and that was a little classic. Wasim Akram is the bowler, and Gooch is taking strike. On him, a good one, and much needed by Pakistan after 123 had been put on for the first wicket by the England pair, Gooch and Stewart. Gooch goes for 69, bowled by Wasim Akram. Might have been an inside edge, either that or it came back a long way up the hill.
Well, Wasim Akram here decided to run in a little bit quicker, running down the hill. Just got that inside edge, as Richie Beno said, cannoned in onto the stumps, to the surprise of the Pakistanis, and I might say to the surprise of Graham Gooch, who's looked in immaculate form.
Here's Wakar Yunus bowling Stewart. And that's typical of the delightful strokes Alex Stewart has played in this innings here at Lord's today, following on his wonderful century at Edgbaston.
Slow ball, and very well bowled, but not so well fielded, and an untidy way for Stewart to get there. He won't mind. 50 in addition to his 400s for England, and that 4th one super knock at Edgbaston, 5 50s as well. Now it's Wakar Yunus bowling to Graham Hick. The ball will win that race. First boundary for Graham Hick. And those 4 runs bring up the 150 for England.
And there is the Pakistani Prime Minister, very fond of cricket. In fact, he plays cricket. And I'm told that he played a match against John Major's 11 in Harare.
Might be out. And is the end of Hick. All you can say about it is that it was a positive attempt, but a poor selection of shot. Extra pace and bounce from Waqar Younis cost Hick his wicket. Sad blow for him, and England now 153 for 2.
This one, obviously, Hick in no position to pull that ball, and Javed running and taking that ball, well judged catch, and I'm sure he'll be very pleased with that.
Robin Smith, the new batsman.
Oh, cracking shot. If you show Robin Smith a little bit of width outside the off stump, he really knows how to crack it off the back foot. And again. It's sort of like pearl one, plain one. This is Mushtaq Ahmed. It was a long hop, but my word, he very confidently read it. What a catch! What a catch! And Robin Smith goes to the left arm seamer, Wasim Akram. So here's Wasim Akram slanting the ball across Robin Smith. It flies away, and Rashid Latif diving to his left. Picks up a superb catch. It's going really quickly. And that is Wasim Akram's 150th Test match wicket. So 172 for 3.
This is going to be Mushtaq to bowl now to Alan Lamb. And he's not yet off the mark. This ball from Mushtaq. Alan Lamb never played on his back. Faced with a challenge, leg spinner and over the wrist.
Pad together.
Got him. He's just waiting a moment, but he's gone. The drive was a little uppish. The fielder grabbed it, rolled over and clung onto it. And the left-arm spinner, Asif Mustaba, has dismissed Stewart for 74, caught at short cover. That's a real bonus for Pakistan. Their left-arm spinner from the nursery end. Javed has rolled over and he's gone away from Stewart, so there was a momentary hesitation for the batsman, but no problem. The skipper held the ball up in triumph.
And Ian Botham in with Alan Lamb. Mushtaq Ahmed. That was quite well played, because spotting that the ball was beating leg stump. It needed good footwork to make sure that it didn't spin back and take leg stump. Just watch Lamb's left foot there, and the pad going across to cover it. Perfectly safe. Angling back there, my word, this in-swinging Yorker, it really is a killer delivery. And what has that done to Botham's immediate Test future? And nothing for the present, I can tell you. And England now in trouble, 2-1-3 for 5. straight as an arrow for the first two-thirds, and then the in-swing, and at the pace that's bowled at, makes it very difficult for a new batsman to keep out. New batsman here, Chris Lewis. Oh, that in-swinging Yorker again, he's got him. What a spell of bowling from Waqar Younis, and he's got England in all sorts of trouble. Lewis, who never settled, out LBW for 2, 2-2-1 for 6. For Jack Russell, he's the new batsman.
Runs there for them for Jack Russell, off the outside edge. They bowl him. Again the full length. Oohs and ahs go up from the England supporters, great cheers from Pakistan. And it's quite incredible that someone who has 30 runs to his name is suddenly beaten or ends up like that in the ball. Philip de Freitas is the new batsman. Big shot, that. Not out, says Barry Duddleston.
Fielding has been tip-top today. Freitas goes for 3. Waqar Younis has another wicket. 242 for 8. Still the leg spinner has none, but it's been a splendid combination this afternoon between Waqar Younis, who has 5, and Mushtaq Ahmed, who has bamboozled everyone. Ian Salisbury making his debut in Test cricket. Waqar Younis did all the things he wanted to do, except get it absolutely straight. Salisbury now is able to face his opposite number, the leg spinner for Pakistan. Salisbury is in the England side as the leg spinner. He's a young cricketer with a lot of composure. And they'll be right. Well, just a little word to the umpires, and umpire Duddleston gives him out. Hit wicket, going for the cut, and his back foot or the bat has flicked the off stump. Mushtaq has his first wicket. Unlucky way to be out. Salisbury gone for 4 and 247 for 9.
And his dismissal will bring in Devon Malcolm.
Good shot from Jack Russell. 250 up. Need to have a look at the replay for that to find out precisely how Devon Malcolm was dismissed by Mushtaq Ahmed. And that just shows the benefit of the replay. That's what the umpire saw, and it looked absolutely plumb. Yes, it was the last man out there, and the total 255. Mushtaq picking up his, and a great day for Pakistan. Not quite so good for England, and Pakistan improved it by the end of the day with their performance of not losing a wicket, just keeping that opening pair intact, and in fact they played as well as did Gooch and Stewart earlier in the day. So this is the way their card looked at the end, with Amir Sohail on 10 and Ramiz Raja on 20. Hardly a full stroke in that lot. One extra is taking strike. Now, Graham Hick is the chaser here, but the outfield is still fast, just as fast as yesterday. The third man was used by Pakistan, and there were plenty of runs accrued. And that's happening there again. With only 2 slips in a gully, there's an even wider gap down to third man for Lewis. And there it goes.
Well, it was a short delivery, and Ramiz Raja was very quick onto that, but Graham Gooch has a bit of a problem here. He hasn't got too many runs to play with, and I don't think he can afford to do away without having a third man for too long.
Career record that still to take real shape. 31 wickets, nothing startling there, nor in the cost, nor in the strike rate of a wicket. Well, what a shot. There was width there, but he really did give it the full treatment. Hasn't stayed there for long. And we see Devon Malcolm at mid-off. Sharp run, everybody. First slip. Now that's only the start of it, because here we go. Oh! Some discussion between Philip de Freitas and Graham Gooch, and also umpire Duddleston. May well concern the ball again. And now it looks as though they've changed it.
Well, if I was a batsman, I'd like those two.
That's a fine shot. Very free, square of the wicket on either side. Let's look at that ball race away. One stage it looked odds on the fielder. He's taken the gamble, but he's won. He wasn't even interested in whether or not that was worth running for. He just assumed it would get to the fence.
Ball might pitch for bowlers from the other end. And there you see Chris Lewis had a ball to the edge of the crease this time for his own safety's sake. Lost the accuracy, overpitched slightly, and a most crisp shot from Amir Sohail. And that's Sohail's 50.
The Salisbury being brought on at the pavilion end. Oh, that's right, the breeze is certainly against from the nursery end, but also...
He did well to haul that round there. The 100 comes up, 100 for the loss of 1 wicket.
And the skipper, who did such a good job yesterday. I should think he slept easily last night. 55, England all out. It's the second ball, and Amir Sohail hasn't advanced from his 73, and the score hasn't advanced either.
He's gone, he's gone. Amir Sohail, 73, fails to add to his overnight total. But he plays like that. It was a free swing of the bat outside the off stump. Straightforward catch to Jack Russell, and Philip de Freitas has struck. It's 123 for 2. And the applause now for the Pakistan captain, Javed Miandad.
His sort will be the ball to Mushtaq.
And that one's easy. That was a long hop, and he decided this time to lift it over the wicket. No great strength, but it was nicely played and well placed. Our first really loose ball from Ian Salisbury, but you expect those with spinners, especially when they're young, and particularly in their first test match. That's typical Javed. Mows it round the pine leg.
Well, now then, how about that for a first wicket? Wonderful bit of bowling. And no better player at spin bowling than Javed Miandad, but that was too good for him. Both of them completed the wicket. And the breakthrough that England wants. And Pakistan 143 for 2.
Well, this was a brilliant delivery. Classic delivery from the leg spinner. Pitched on a length, drew the batsman into the forward stroke, turned, bounced, caught the thumb of the glove, and a quite neat catch at first slip. It was the delivery. It was an absolute beauty.
Words for the new batsman from his captain, and that's Salim Malik. Really is a crisp time of the ball when he's given the width. Immaculate placement. That's the 150 up for Pakistan. Top batsman left. There we go, you see. A very thin line between tying him down and him imposing himself. And with Mushtaba at the other end, who's yet to get a 50 in Test cricket. And then the next batsman in is young Inzamam ul Haq, who's only had one brief taste of Test cricket.
Nicely pushed the bar. He's very, very happy with anything short. He doesn't mind the pull or the hook. That's a good performance. Hasn't got the flamboyant stroke play of some of the others in the side. But he looks very dependable, Asif.
Oh, dropped him. That was really the chance that England have been looking for to break this partnership. The first slip's left, so it needs looking really where Russell figures in this.
Definitely a slip catch, no doubt about that.
Inevitable. On comes Ian Botham. Well, with a wide mid-off, there's a big gap there. .200 up.
During the luncheon interval, The two teams, Pakistan and England, were presented to His Royal Highness, the Duke of Edinburgh. That was during the luncheon interval, with both teams presented to His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh. 213 for 3 now. Here's the second over after lunch. Devon Malcolm is the bowler. He hasn't hung back on that. Fairly whistled away over this outfield. Malik didn't quite time that, but it was enough to get it past and away to the right-hand side of cover point. In the air, safely caught. Robin Smith. Asif Mushtaba goes. Devon Malcolm has picked up the wicket. The liking for the pull and the hook shot has cost Mushtaba his wicket, and that is the breakthrough England had to have. They need another one as well, but a good innings from this young left-hander. He's done very well.
Well, I made the point that it was important Devon Malcolm generated some pace. He can be expensive, but he's there to get wickets. Just one ball was a bit too quick for the young left-hander, hooking. A very simple catch.
Batsman didn't cross while that catch was in the air, so it'll be Inzamam to face Malcolm. So that won't be classified as a bouncer. That will low, and Malcolm's got it. So he's taken 2 in the 1 over. There was a conference between the batsmen before that ball. I wonder if he's alive to the situation that he could get another bumper under the present law. It just have been in his mind that his ration had been served. At any rate, he's on the way back now, and those 2 wickets absolutely priceless for England. Wasim Akram, the top-class all-rounder for Pakistan, coming out now to replace Inzamam. It's 200.
Out, and Devon Malcolm has struck again. Different fashion, but the wicket that England wanted, Salim Malik out for 55, and suddenly the game changes. 235 for 6.
There it is, the ball slightly short of good length. Salim Malik going for the drive, which he had been playing that shot remarkably well before lunch, but keeping it on the ground. But this one slightly away from a good length. There it is in the air, and Robin Smith making no mistake.
Very well judged catch. New batsman, wicketkeeper Moin Khan. That's a good stop. Maybe worth 2, looking for 3.
And this is Ian Salisbury coming back to bowl from the pavilion end. Oh, he drops it. It was in the air. He drove out of the rough. Wasim Akram. Not an easy catch. Difficult to pick up at that height coming to Devon Malcolm at mid-off. Wasim Akram goes, the 7th wicket goes down for 263. And a second test match wicket for Ian Salisbury.
As you see here, Wasim Akram watches the ball, it bamboozled him, the wrong one, it hit his pad, went onto the stumps. He really didn't quite know what he was doing in the end, and he just let the ball hit the pad, but it went through the pads onto the top of the middle stump.
Mushtaq Ahmed, the new batsman.
And that's 4. Nolan Khan using his feet to take him to the pitch with the ball. Perfect execution.
Yes, I think if Ian Salisbury gives them a little bit of width, these tail ends, you see it's a couple of feet outside off stump, I think they'll go after it. I think it's when he bowls fairly straightish, they'll not be quite so sure what to do or how to play it.
Never saw a better slip fielder than Bob Simpson. The others are all great catchers. You don't get that many victims without being absolutely top class. And that's the sort of thing we're talking about. You could have no better example of high-class slip fielding and attacking the ball, going for the catch, than that effort from Ian Botham. Philip de Freitas, the bowler, and it's Mohan Khan who's dismissed for 12. Caught Botham, bowled de Freitas, and de Freitas deserved that because he's had a groin strain problem today, and he's come out to take this new ball and take the wicket.
Well, watch Ian Botham, how he gets down quickly for a big man, great reflexes, but how he goes for the ball. Yes, and it's interesting, you know, people say, well, how many runs did you make? How many wickets did you take as a bowler? But they forget that catchers win matches, and great catches can sometimes have a great effect on a match.
Wakar Yunus, the bowling hero for Pakistan, is now the non-striker. Mushtaq Ahmed, that aggressive all-round cricketer. This is Chris Lewis. Botham at gully, and it's gone down. Well, after taking that magnificent catch off de Freitas, Botham has just put down the opposition fast bowler, and that is a real setback for England.
Well, this is an easy catch, considering the one he took before. It's straight at him, sort of just above shoulder height. It's almost as if it knocked him off balance.
Appeal and outs. Rich reward there for Philip de Freitas. Mushtaq Ahmed goes, and that's the 9th wicket down for Pakistan at 276.
Breakthrough straight away after tea for England. Mushtaq got behind of Philip de Freitas.
The batsman, Aqib Javed. And he comes in with Pakistan only 21 ahead. It looked as though that might have carried, and not much has gone for Chris Lewis today.
Nothing could be more comprehensive than that. Devon Malcolm has left the 2 outside stumps standing. He's ripped the middle one right out of this earth at Lord's. That's the end of a great spell for Devon Malcolm, the wicket of Wakar Yunus. 293 all-out Pakistan, with the main scorers Amir Sohail 73, Asif Mushtaba 59 and Salim Malik 55. So the bowling figures for England, they did a terrific job. They broke through in the same way as Pakistan did on the first day, backed up in the field, and de Freitas, very courageous performance from him with a groin strain, 3 for 58 from 26 overs and 8 maidens. Malcolm 4 for 70, having had 41 taken from 7 overs. Lewis 1 for 76 was unlucky, and Salisbury made a good debut, 23 overs, 3 maidens, and 2 for 73. So the state of the game after the 2 innings were complete, Pakistan 38 runs ahead. Well, the opening bowlers for Pakistan in the England second innings were Wasim Akram and Aqib Javed. Gooch and Stewart opened up for England. And in the third over, Wasim Akram no ball 3 times and was warned for running too close to the line of the stumps. Over 7 runs are on the board, and it's Aqib Javed bowling to the England skipper Graham Gooch.
It's 4 runs, but 4 byes in fact. No Nick got, but a low bounce here defeated everybody. Gooch plus no income. And the ball swung as well. Now this is remarkable stuff from Gooch. Aqib Javed's not too impressed. There's been 1 other 4 byes, an even luckier 4 there. Close LBW. And England, all sorts of problems, 15 without loss.
Yes, this is not the best batting I've seen from Graham Gooch, and I think I've seen quite a lot, either watching him from the other end as a batsman or like members of the public. He seems a bit rattled at the moment. The aggression and the competitiveness of the Pakistan opening bowlers just seem to have unsettled him a touch.
Terrific shot. The secret of that shot was to let the ball come on, and that's exactly what Alex Stewart did.
Coming on to bowl from the nursery end.
Go for 4 down the hill. .36 for no wicket becomes 40 for no wicket, and England go to 2 ahead. And that's RBW. Umpire Barry Duddleston this time. Aqib Javed is not displeased with that decision. First wicket down. First victory for Pakistan in this England innings. 40 for 1. Gooch, RBW to Aqib Javed for 13. It's bowled a good spell from the pavilion end. A bit of extra bounce and movement off the seam. Now, what more can you ask on your debut in Test match cricket than to go out to bat against a rampant pace bowling attack as night watchman? Nice timing. It's just a little defensive push. Quick outside edge and it'll race away to the boundary. 4 to Ian Salisbury. Salisbury has gone. Wasim Akram has got him with the Yorker. A ball of great pace. Beat him for speed. Salisbury is out. OBW to Wasim Akram for 12. 73 for 2. He's done a good job. Came in as night watchman yesterday evening and has stuck around this morning for half an hour. Graham Hick is the new batsman.
sweetly played. I suppose the boundary is on the short side down there, but it's downhill and it runs very quickly. Just a touch for Graham Hick.
Wasn't that a gorgeous delivery? It's the first real one on target this morning. Real in-swinging Yorker. What a gorgeous delivery. Watch it swing in, half bat, onto the toe. Oh, that is a beauty.
But that's beautifully played. And of course they're Surrey colleagues, and Alex Stewart, we've seen quite a bit of Wacky Eunice.
Oh, this is beautiful batting. He stopped a super delivery, super Yorker. The ball is then pitched up. Lovely full flow of the bat. Dead straight. Watch the left elbow go up high to keep the bat going through the line of the ball straight. Gorgeous shot.
Mushtaq Ahmed from the nursery end. Now he'll have the benefit of the slope, right to left to help his leg spin away from the right-handed batsman. Hit that hard. He really laid back and hit that hard. It was short of a length. Gave himself a little bit of room outside off stump, and he crept it. The 100 comes up for England. Full toss, 4 runs.
Beautifully bowled and out. Graham Hick looks disappointed. An immediate appeal, and that's the end of Hick, certainly for this innings and this match with the bat, and who knows what lies in store for him in the series. 11 runs only. It's pitched just on or outside off stump. Now there's the appeal. Now there's the appeal. He's certain. Umpire Hampshire is certain. Everybody's happy except one man. And Graham Hick was certainly disappointed. And then scores it with a full toss. And that'll be 50. It's also gone for 4. And this is just an extension of a remarkable run of form for the Surrey man. Oh, it's bowled in. It's bowled in round his legs. Well, well, well. Robin Smith gone, and Mushtaq Ahmed has struck 2 big blows very quickly. England now 120 for 4 with Smith bowled round his legs. Now, interesting to see exactly where this pitch is. It's bowled from close to the stumps. It's pitched outside leg stump, and really there's no way a batsman should be bowled by that. He can't be given out LBW. The front leg was in the wrong place. Well, that's a quick start for Lamb. You can only play one way. That's he only ever has, and it reflects the character of the man as well as his technique. That's when everything is to play for, he can come out and get off to a start like this.
That's bad luck for the batsman. That crept almost straight along the ground. No doubt it would have hit the stumps. But what bad luck to get one like that. Alan Lamb has gone. LBW to Mushtaq, who now has 3 wickets. Is Lamb on the right line here? It's the top spinner. Well, I rather fancy that he was beaten by the fact it was the top spinner. as much as anything, it was horrendous luck.
And the England innings already on the brink of, well, disaster, and this really would have completed it. Outs, and that's the end of Botham. The wicket that Pakistan wanted, and now they'll regard one end as being open. That's 148 for 6. Are they joyous or are they not? And he's not.
Well, it's the famous Whackers in-swinger. Here it is, coming down the slope from left to right. Ian Botham on the front foot very early, gets spragged on that foot.
New batsman Chris Lewis. Well, an interesting choice of bowlers, with Wasim Akram coming back. Might well be 4. What did he do? That is a fine shot. It just makes you query the choice of Wasim Akram again with Alex Stewart there, because he's a good player against all bowling, but he does love pace.
This is what Chris Lewis does so well as a late-order batsman. He may play and miss the odd ball, but if you give him something to hit, he'll take that opportunity. I think that's right.
Things aren't going right for Pakistan at the moment. The keeper and first slipper having a chunter. 2 slips in for Lewis. Bowled in. Having said that, that's the wicket. That's another one for Waqar Younis. 7 down now for England. Lewis went. Looked a fairly loose shot, but when Waqar gets them on target, they're at a pace and of a movement which are very difficult to combat.
Well, it's this fast in-swinging Yorker that has done the damage again. You see here, you can see the swing. There it is, sets off outside, comes swinging in through the gate, and Chris Lewis will know that's out when he misses it before he hears it hit the stumps.
Jack Russell has got some decent batting figures for England.
Beautifully bowled once again. Just high-class bowling. Liberal use of the Yorker. Ball is swinging, moving off the seam. It is brilliant stuff. Wonderful cricket.
Very exciting indeed, especially if you're a Pakistani fan.
175 for 8. De Vreede is about to face. Stewart is on 69. What about that? In Zaman. When you're on a hot streak, it never seems to stop. What a beautiful catch.
Brilliant that was. And 2 overs ago, Wasim Akram was everywhere. He was being nicked for 4, he was being hit for 4, and here his answer, coming back and picking up 2 wickets.
And Stewart has carried his bat. Malcolm has failed to make contact. And it's the 31st time a player has carried his bat in a test match, and Stewart, a tremendous performance from him. He's the first Englishman so to do in a test at Lord's. Geoffrey Boycott and Graham Goots, that marvellous innings against West Indies at Headingley last summer. The England card doesn't make delightful reading for the home dressing room. A lot of failures there in the batting lineup. Stewart, 69 not out. Double figures for Salisbury and Hick, and then Lamb and Lewis, but 175 all out. In the bowling figures, it was a wonderful performance from Pakistan. Wasim Akram, 17.4 overs, 2 maidens, 4 for 66. Aqib Javed, 12 overs, 3 maidens, 1 for 23. Waqar Yunus, 13 overs, 3 maidens, 2 for 40. And the man who started it all, Mushtaq Ahmed, the leg spinner, 9 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 32. He wasn't needed after the luncheon interval, but a great performance. And when Pakistan began their second innings, they needed 138 runs to win. We join play now with Ramiz Raja and Amir Sohail, the opening batsman. Ramiz Raja wasn't on the field until the dying moments of the England innings, which did entitle him to go out as the opener. It's 6 for no wicket now. This is the 5th ball of the second over. It is Ramiz Raja taking strike, and bowling to him is Chris Lewis. Well caught. We've seen some startling catches in this match, and that was just about as good as any. Graham Hick, the man diving away to his left-hand side. Lewis picks up the wicket. First ball he bowled to the right-hander, and Ramiz Raja has gone first cherry. Here's Devon Malcolm.
Full bunner.
He's out. A little nick, it climbed, maybe left him, and Asif Mushtaba, the little anchor, has gone for naught. 10 for 2.
Well, as we said, there was still a lot of cricket left in this match, and so it's been proved.
But what you have to say about Javed, been there before, done it before, and no reason why he can't do it again. Runs. Short ball, that's typical of Amir Sohail. Oh, he's out, he's gone. A big prize indeed. And that looked at Devlin ball to play. It appeared to move and just leave the bat up the hill. Well bowled, Chris Lewis. Astonishingly, we have the 3rd naught in the Pakistan innings. Oh, catch it. An optimistic shot, I think, and it was a good firm shot, but it would all have depended on Devon Malcolm's left hand coinciding with the flight of the ball. I don't think it would have been able to judge the catch.
So things are happening on this pitch now. Variation of bounce, there's spin there, movement off the seam. And one more wicket, and then there's not too much to come in that Pakistan batting lineup.
The only real experience at the top of the order now left for Pakistan, and much depends on Salim Malik. Ian Salisbury is coming on. Oh, out! Got him! And that was a pretty poor shot, but a useful delivery, nicely caught. And what a body blow that is for Pakistan. Salim Malik, their last really experienced batsman out. And just before tea, 41 for 4.
Well, it's good captaincy when it works for your new bowler to get a wicket. And it certainly was a poor shot indeed. Salim Malik turning against the spin. You see that turning in the rough. Look how it turned, and he's playing almost at right angles. When we see that again, you'll see Salim Malik trying to play the ball, pitching leg stump, outside leg stump, all in that rough. So it brings Inzimam in on a pair.
Put it down, both of them. It went very, very fast. We've seen him cling on to a lot of those over the years. Not that one. That's a beautiful stroke. Man out on the boundary. Graham Hick only had to move some 15 paces to his right, and the ball still beat him into the boundary. 50 up now. Beaten land, but there is the man out on the boundary. Has timed well enough that it beat him. Runs down very fast on that side of the ground.
Might be close with a hit and out. My word, what a stupid piece of cricket, but great, great fielding and thinking by Jack Russell. That really was a foolish bit of cricket, because Sohail went to what he thought was the danger end and got home, but Russell, spotting that the other man, Inzamam, was in trouble, immediately went for the baseball equivalent of a double play and pulled it off. Terrific out cricket there. That's the result. Half of the Pakistan side out for 62.
I won't mind those, short of a length. Just been able to whip them round the corner.
Oh, look how sharply, and he's gone. Tried to kick it off, couldn't, and Salisbury's broken through. Well, that was fine bowling. A bit of bounce. Amir Sohail trying to drop down on it, watched in horror as the ball spun back onto his stumps, tried to put the boot in, couldn't, and he's gone. And now England firm favourites. Pakistan 68 for 6. That's the result, 68 for...
That's well bowled. That is very well bowled. Taken at the silly point position. Looked to me as though that was, well, at very least the top spinner, but it may well have been the wrong one. Certainly deceived the batsman in the line he was playing.
Well, I think it looks to me as if it's pad and then bat. The bat comes following through afterwards.
Words of encouragement. Got him. 95 for 8. What a performance from England. Malcolm and Hick. It just looked with the naked eye that there may have been a little juggle there, but it was caught. Ishfaq Ahmed goes.
And Graham Hick will say, who cares? I've got it.
And a change in the bowling. Salisbury comes off. Great round of applause for him. Chris Lewis comes back on. $100 up for Pakistan, 138 is their target. That's the way Waqar Younis is going to play it. End of Lewis's over. Now Gooch may have to think again. He's taken Salisbury off, and he's brought on Chris Lewis, who's had a long stint.
Oh, what a good hit. That's made a world of difference.
And that's what we have been saying. 1 for a couple of singles, couple of twos. And there it is, Wasim Akram picking that ball up beautifully.
He's gone for the hit and got that on it. All the way, 4 runs.
Well, what can one say? Straight, he went through and got it right in the middle of the bat.
And another throw of the dice from Graham Gooch, and back comes Ian Salisbury. Oh, he's picked his spot. It's a wonderful hit. Just a little short arm sweep.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Very nicely played. There'll certainly be 2. That was interesting running by Wasim Akram, because he knew Waqar Younis would be going to the danger end, and he was just seeing if he was in any trouble and hardly bothering to actually cross with him. Gone for the hook. He's certainly got the 1. So, half the spoils in the bag.
Well, Wasim has definitely made it sure that now they can't lose, and you can see a different dressing room atmosphere now. They're all coming out.
He's gone for the hit. It's through. They've won. And well played, Pakistan. Off goes Wasim Akram with a stump as well as the bat. Well, the teammates are already down there.
Yes.
Wonderful win.
And very excited they were too, quite right, and so too their teammates on the balcony. Great performance from Pakistan with that partnership between Wasim Akram and Waqar Younis to take them up to 141 for 8. 45 not out for Wasim Akram, 20 for his fast bowling mate. And a terrific performance from England. They only had the 3 bowlers. Malcolm 1 for 42, Lewis 3 for 43, Salisbury 3 for 49. They all did a great job. Botham and De Freitas were injured. So terrific performance from all 3 men there, and from Graham Gooch, the skipper. The General Manager of Cornhill Insurance, Mr. W.R. Treen, presented a cheque for £8,000 to Javed Miandad, the winning skipper. Wasim Akram was the player of the match, nominated by adjudicator Vic Marks. Tony Lewis spoke with the 2 captains at the conclusion of the ceremony.
Well, Javed, first of all, congratulations. It was a really great test match.
Yes, Tony, thanks very much. I believe it was a great test match.
We saw some marvellous fast bowling. Waqar Younis bowled tremendously in the first innings.
Yes, he bowled well in the first inning. I believe, all the players, all the fast bowlers in our side, they bowled pretty well, especially in the second inning as well. We were looking for, I thought we might chase 160 or 170, but in the end, we were just chasing 138. I think all the fast bowlers did very good job for Pakistan.
I'm sure I saw you leading out of the balcony there, yelling at Wasim Akram towards the end.
Yes, as we said, we have been telling, we got a very young side, talented side, and I believe on everyone because they are capable. Anybody, if they stick, they can get and they can win the game for Pakistan.
Graham, commiserations. It could have gone either way, obviously.
Yeah, we were very pleased the way we bowled out there at the end. The wicket was a bit uneven, and towards the end there, no credit to the last couple of Pakistan batsmen. They did well to get the last 30 or 30 odd runs, so they did well. But we thought we had a chance, obviously. Got a few early wickets, and you never know in this game.
Some tremendous batting by Alex Stewart in this match.
Yeah, he played particularly well, but I think obviously only scoring 255 in the first innings was a crucial factor. But nevertheless, we was in with it right up to the end there, and we had our chances to win.
Well, hopefully we set up a great series.
I hope so, yeah.
Long series too.